In the last few days, Instagram has confirmed that it is planning to destroy TikTok. They didn't say destroy, I made that up. But they are planning on launching a competitor to TikTok, the enormously popular video app that's become so controversial in the last couple of weeks around the world. But we are joined by technology journalist and ABC Western Plains presenter Nick Healy and Girl Geek Academy co-founder Sarah Moran. Sarah, introduce me to Reels. What actually is it?
Instagram has been piloting this in a couple of different countries, but yes, it is the competitor to TikTok. Instagram owned, Instagram built. So it's a new service that's come out, to really try and play in this market of, the fun video world of TikTok that I love.
How is it different, dare I ask? Or because, I ask this simply because Instagram and the broader Facebook universe have a track record with basically seeing another thing that's popular, and I'm not going to say stealing because I don't enjoy lawsuits, but they're doing something that rhymes with stealing, maybe schmealing. I think the best example being Instagram stories being oddly reminiscent of certain things that Snapchat does. So how similar, dare I ask, Sarah, is it to TikTok, this Reels thing?
Well, forgetting the similarities at the moment, if you look at how Instagram and TikTok have been playing together, when you create a TikTok, you can share it on every channel. And so my Instagram stories feed often is full of TikToks, video content that was created on TikTok and just reposted to Instagram. So obviously Instagram are like, well, why do you have to go to another app to create content for Instagram? Why would we not do something that is native and offer that to our community? Obviously underlying that as well is some of the caution people have around TikTok now about it being a Chinese-owned app. But Instagram is sort of moving into this space because their users are already there. And so it makes sense to create something that is native, and it just means it's one less step for the Instagram users to create that content.
But isn't removing that cross-platform sharing that you said that TikTok has, isn't it one of the key points of it? I mean, I don't have TikTok, on my phone. I'm very old. Give me a break. But I do see a lot of TikToks courtesy of Twitter because they're shared there. And so to me, TikTok means more that style of video than it does the actual app. So if we're removing that kind of cross-posting, where's the interest in it?
Nah, it's not about the cross-posting. I mean, it may seem that way if you're not a native TikTok user. Yeah, I can tell. So TikTok is a style of making content, and you want to be able to do that on multiple channels. I would make that type of content on Twitter if I could, but it's just not how it's been set up. So it's really about the tools that TikTok offers, which is layers of music. Like TikTok have the most amazing filters, and also being able to remix and share is part of the culture of TikTok. Now, that's partially because it is a Chinese-owned app, and the way that infrastructure works might actually be difficult to replicate in Instagram, but the joy of TikTok can be experienced on Instagram. I'm not married to TikTok. I would totally just, move over to Instagram if it was easier.
I just want to pick up on something you said there because it was really interesting. What are the aspects of the functionality of TikTok that you think would be hard to port over to Instagram? If you could just sort of fill that out for people that aren't, basically for old people like me and Nick that don't know how to use it.
Please.
I think the biggest thing for me is the copyright stuff. So TikTok was originally an app called Musical.ly. It had a big community of 12 to 14-year-olds who have now grown up to be 16 to 18-year-olds. And so one is that community would be really hard to replicate. The Instagram community is millennials, and I must say that TikTok is currently hanging a lot of trash talk on the millennials on TikTok, so that will be hard to replicate. But also, it's this idea that you can remix and share, and that's actually contributing to new art. I think that is something that is really beautiful about TikTok that Instagram legally will probably struggle with, unless, because you do have a war chest of Facebook's money, you spend it on things like music rights and all of those copyright things that come with that creation.
There's also a huge number of people that are seeing those TikToks because they are able to very easily be pushed onto Twitter and to Instagram. Do we foresee a future where, much like what happened with Instagram, that stops, where perhaps it's in TikTok's interest, Sarah, or perhaps it's in Instagram or Twitter's interest just to stop that transfer?
So what happens when you create a video on TikTok, you can save or download a copy to your phone. Then you re-upload it on Twitter or Instagram. So it's actually looking like just a new personal video. It just happens to have the branding of TikTok and your TikTok username that goes onto that video on that platform. I'm not trying to move my Twitter traffic to my TikTok account. That's not what's happening. Every piece of TikTok content that lives on another platform is just an advertisement for TikTok generally, and also a signal to say, hey, I'm cool, I'm on TikTok. And the beautiful thing, or the horrible thing, depending on which way you look at it, about TikTok is that the good content rises to the top. So if we think about the last era of social networking as being, what are my friends doing? I want my news from my friends or media companies. So TikTok is more a feed of the best stuff on TikTok. And so I think Instagram are really trying to tap into that. Everyone in my Instagram feed is people that I've followed for years who are friends or acquaintances or someone that I sort of know or admire. But their content's mostly crap. Like, I'm just there because I have a social connection to them. So it's kind of lame. And so I think that is the shake-up, and the next iteration of content is the best content wins.
All right, there is lots more of this in the podcast of Download This Show, and it is available now wherever you get your podcasts. See you guys.